David was a last-born with more peace than power, a city kid from a large Nigerian-Israeli household. His brothers were in the army, suited up in tech camo and defending the border. David, he stayed home creating lo-fi worship playlists, editing TikToks of his goats, and vlogging about quiet life with God. He wore the same outfit almost every day. Cyan round neck, dusty cyan slides, his headset hanging around his neck, and a sling bag always ready, not for battle, but for delivery runs and filming angles. Somewhere hanging off his bag was a goat-shaped keychain, a nod to his real audience, animals and God. One morning, his dad burst into him. "David, drop food at the base. Bread, grilled meat, and that energy maltina your brother likes. Check on them. No detour, no filming." David sighed, unplugged his headset, stuffed the meal into his sling bag, tossed in his wooden staff, and headed out the door. Camera gear clipped to his side, afro bouncing with each step. The base was hot. Tension buzzed through the camp. Our drones floated overhead like mosquitoes with lasers. Soldiers walked fast. Nobody smiled. David wandered in. Vibes neutral. Trying to find his brothers, that's when he heard it. A voice. No, a roar, amplified through a surround sound megaphone, shaking the entire hill. "Send the best of your men, any man. If he wins, we surrender. If I win, y'all are ours." David followed the sound, weaving between armored tanks and solar tents. Then he saw him, Goliath. The man looked AI-generated, 9 feet tall, wearing a glowing gold exosuit, tattoos snaking up his arms, heavy boots that left cracks in the ground, and a sword taller than David himself strapped to his back. A visor, HUD, flickered on his face, feeding him enemy stats in real time. Even his shield had speakers blasting drill beats between taunts. David blinked. Who gave this man Bluetooth? He turned to the other soldiers, who were busy acting like they hadn't heard anything. Wait, y'all are just letting him talk like that? Y'all letting him drag our God like he's a cheap handle on TikTok? His older brother Eliab stepped in, angry. Go home, David. You're just here for content. This is real war. But David wasn't recording. He was feeling it. This wasn't just a fight. This was disrespect on a cosmic level. Word traveled fast. Within minutes, David was brought before King Saul, sitting inside a digital command tent with satellite feeds projected on glass panels. Saul looked David up and down. Round neck cyan, baggy camo pant, cyan slides, afro, cross pendant, no sword, no fear. You want to fight him? David replied calmly. I fought off a lion and a bear. This man's just noisy. God's got me. Saul hesitated, then offered his royal armor, a glowing breastplate, AR helmet, nanoblade. David tried it on. Too heavy, too stiff, too not him. He gently removed each piece. Respectfully, this armor is given anxiety. Instead, he walked outside, picked up 5 smooth stones, tucked them in his pocket, and gripped his slingshot. It looked old, outdated, handmade, but it fit like an extension of his faith. Goliath was already out front, stretching like it was a pre-fight promo shoot. Drones floated around him. A camera crew streamed to 12 platforms. Comments flew in. Goliath finna break this boy like an iPhone screen. Y'all, this ain't even fair. He really wore slides. David stepped forward. No sword, no armor, just his sling, stones, and conviction. Goliath laughed. You send a TikTok shepherd boy in slippers? Is this a joke or a warm-up? David didn't flinch. You come with tech and talk. I come in the name of the Lord of Heaven's armies. He loaded one stone. He spun. Wind bent. Air stilled. Time paused. Then, S-N-A-P. The stone shot out, cutting through noise, sky, and pride, straight into Goliath's forehead. His visor cracked, his knees buckled. He crashed face first like a dropped hard drive. Silence, no commentary. Even the drones stopped hovering. David walked over, picked up the giant's own sword, raised it high, and finished what he started. Crowds gasped, then screamed, then ran. The live stream glitched, recovered, then exploded with, "David wins!" Underdog code trending, "God stays undefeated." That night, David's account passed 1 million followers. But he didn't post a selfie. He only shared a single clip, a sunset, some sheep in the field, and a caption that read, "When God sends you, no armor needed." If that story hit different, don't just watch. Subscribe. Drop a comment if you felt that faith. Turn on the bell. More heat is coming. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. This is HechoVerse. Bible stories like you've never heard them before.